Sure.
to see if there's any weird, unhealthy cords, especially around the work aspect.
You got a big cord on your back heart, and you got a big cord on the left side of your brain.
Yeah, can you say a little bit more about that? What is that about?
People just wanting you to stick to their plan or think the way they think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What can I do to?
I'll cut them at the end of the night.
But it'll just come back again because it's the same people I have to work with.
True. Give me just a second here. You remember in the weekend class, the thing with the gamma? Them and you, them and you, them and you. Just like think of them for a little while, inhale, and then come back. How do I feel on my body? And then inhale, and then think of them, inhale. It'll change that dynamic.
Okay.
Yeah. Very, very common in your kind of setting, though. Like any sort of corporate setting where it's deadline oriented or task oriented.
Yeah, there's something changing and evolving that's happening now. Okay, that helps.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Let
very,
me
very.
know how the gamma thing does.
Okay, I made a note of that. Thank you. I have a very quick question to ask you. I recently, Sam knows the details about this, and I actually had to talk to Letty about it too because I needed to get some perspective.
Mm-hmm.
I've been seeing this healer for almost 2 years now. It'll be over 2.5 years now on a weekly basis. And in the beginning, I had a hunch that maybe this just wasn't the right fit, but then somehow I just kind of relaxed into it and thought that I would use this experience as a way to kind of grow, spiritually develop. And again, it was also for personal well-being. So then over time, there were like clear benefits, but it was sort of like not consistent. There were times when I left the session and felt really clear and centered. And there are other times when I felt like there was more that got piled on. And it took me this long to realize
like
that
stuff coming up, or like, what do you mean, like stuff piling on?
I didn't feel good after the sessions.
Oh, I see.
You know, like after you have a healing session, my expectation that the treatment would sustain at least for a little bit, right? So, but it was just the interaction and the communication style that felt really controlling. And I didn't realize that I could do something about it. And then in the last several months, I just had like this loud voice in my head that said, it's time to go. It's just time to move on. It's time to kind of respectfully, sort of disengage. Was so scared to disconnect. And then I finally did that yesterday or the day before, Monday, yesterday, yes, via email. And I wrote the most loving, appreciative message, just thanking this person for the work that, we've done together. And sure enough, I got a reply back, and it was a very, very clear jab. That was really confusing. And I had to read it to Letty because I wanted to make sure I was, keeping my thoughts and interpretation in check. And so she talked me through that and gave me her perspective. And it was, just really grounding to hear that. But I wanted to ask if you can check on that cord to see if, because that person said something that says, well, good luck with the challenges that you're going to be facing ahead. In that tone. Like, I wish you the best, blah, 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 but good luck to you with all the challenges that you have ahead of you without me, is how I read it.
Okay. And so you wanted me to like check the connection between the two of you, or?
I want you to cut the cord if there is one, or just clear that if you can. And I think it was the shock of that realization that I think I'm dealing with. It's just the shock of it.
There's a little something there, but it looks like that person cut the cord themselves just to disconnect and whatever. And so there's one little spot that needs a little something. Yeah, and I'll take care of it for you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're so welcome. Yeah, sorry to hear that. Yeah, there's just one spot, but like with like kind of the feelings, a lot of times we'd use something like rose. Here I would use either benzoin or some I said rose, tarragon. I would use benzoin or rose. Like use a little bit of rose, just feel yourself step away.
And place my awareness in.
Just inhale it. Yeah. I mean, you can think of that person, but actually you could use aloes too. Actually kind of like the aloes a little bit better for you.
Okay. I have white oud.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Just, you can think of that person and just let the whatever entanglement or attachment diminish that way. And I'll go through and do my thing.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're so welcome. And let us know if it still lingers.
Okay, I will. Thank you so much, Greg.
You're so welcome.